Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. This review, we're going to be taking a look at Little Subject's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder in Hell. So I was walking around Walmart and I noticed this. Didn't even know it existed. It looks pretty awesome. It's in a box. It was retailed for like $29.96. This is the best action figures with the comic book included. So the box looks incredible. I love the way that looks at the top there with the Turtle logo, Shredder in Hell. There's Shredder. Now there's a different version of Shredder. He's more of a silver, red, and blue on a single offering. It's like $21. I think you've seen him online. But here, I think he's fighting some type of octopus-looking creature. It's pretty awesome. Here's the back of the box. It's got a lot of literature on it. So I'll try to show you guys. You can pause and read it at different sections. You can take a look at it if you like. Kind of the lower level here. There's the Shredder, the figure. He has some pretty cool accessories. Seeing this at Walmart, I was very interested to see how the quality of this figure was. Hopefully it turns out for me. There's the side of the box. Sure looks pretty awesome right there. There's that best action, best features, best articulation, best assortment. I know that's not true, but it looks pretty cool anyway. Here, this side of the box, we have the Turtles at the top, Nickelodeon, Shredder in Hell. Same thing we just looked at, but it looks pretty cool. There's the top of the box, nothing to see. The bottom of the box, there's UPC. Like I said, copy that down. You know, may go to Walmart or whatever if you want this. Now it has an inner flap, some kind of trees here. It says included inside in different languages. It shows you the Shredder in Hell #1. It's some type of series by IDW, which is pretty cool. Here's kind of what Shredder looks like inside. Sorry about the glare, it's really tough with this plastic. So you can see, we'll be taking a look at the figure and accessories anyway. But I'll give you an idea how they present this action figure, just in case you want to keep it in the packaging. Alright, so here he is outside the packaging. You've seen it as I am. You're going to see what he's like straight out the box, since this is a straight up unboxing. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. The Shredder has a more of a unique helmet sculpt in this version of Shredder. He has these like points that come down instead of just that overall helmet design with the purple, kind of like a balaclava mask or ninja mask. And his eyes are pretty much just like all white. Then he has, of course, that design on his helmet of the original helmet. You can see how it wraps around at his side. It looks pretty awesome. I mean, it's a very unique take on his helmet. It's the back of it. The other side. There's the top. You know, I'm a big advocate for cloth capes. So, but this isn't too bad. I mean, you see the textures in it. It's quite flexible. I mean, you're getting plastic capes with other offerings too. So, here his shoulder spikes or blades. It's kind of a little altered. It has the fins on the sides. And his normal shoulder pads. Pretty cool. He has like a purple gi, I'm guessing, with this, you know, this reddish wrap around his waist. And then coming down to like his iconic gauntlets. Pretty cool. Looks like maybe he's the tan that they're going for, the skin tones are kind of light. You have this paint here. Not sure if they're going for like a specific type of like a wrap look. Then he has a purple gloves. And one thing I did notice, I keep hitting them. These look awesome. I like how long they are. They look deadly and dangerous. I like how those are sculpted. But you probably already see me bump them. They're very soft, which is, I don't know if that's me. I would prefer them to be, you know, hard plastic. I don't know why they go soft little subjects go soft on their weapons and some other aesthetics here. Maybe for safety for children, even though all toys are supposed to be made for kids. And obviously the other side is pretty much the same. But you're going to kind of go back to the original form. And if you distort them. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty cool aesthetically. So move his arms for a second. We do have his purple pants. The back of it. Then we have the gauntlets, or kind of looks like gauntlets to me, but they wrap all the way around the gauntlet. Well, the shin gauntlets. Shin gauntlets, is that a thing? Shin pads, knee pads. You can see there. Then he has his ninja footwear. No pun intended, footwear. Pretty cool. For most of everything, moving the joints feel really good. Let's take a look at the articulation. Head is on a ball joint. It will rotate 360, side to side, back and forth, look down, up. Kind of menacing when it looks down. Shoulders on a ball joint to rotate 360, pretty good. I was quite surprised that he got that far up. That's a decent range for the overall aesthetics of the figure. Then we have the bicep swivel right here. Then we do have double jointed elbows. A little stiff on the upper joint. So I want to be careful with that. I'm going to have to heat that up. That one came down. There we go. Have a decent range of motion. Kind of gets a little weird there. Chest, he has some articulation here. A little swivel. It's tight. So nothing too much back and forth. Just a little bit. Did forget about the hands. They rotate 360. And this one has the in and out articulation. And then this one is the same. So for the waist, it's a chest. The waist there, maybe. Nah. If there is, it's super tight. Because you can see like right there. It looks like there'd been some type of swivel there, but it's really tight. I'm not going to force it or press my luck because there's only one of these and I've never seen these before. For the legs, they kind of can do a split. That's probably the most comfortable I'm going to do. There's a thigh cut. They can't come forward. Now this is what I'm talking about. They claim best articulation. It has good articulation, but it's not the best. It's far from being the best. But double joint knee. I mean, that was perfectly tolerant right there. See how that looks. The swivel there. Nope. The foot. No pun intended. Up and down. A little side to side there. Pretty good. Freaked me out a little bit when I heard a crack, but it was just the paint letting go. So yeah, it's overall, it's an interesting piece for your collection if you're a Ninja Turtle fan. It caught my attention. I was like on the fence, but then I grabbed it because I don't want to waste time standing in a Walmart. I figured I'd check it out. You can see that sometimes it comes out of the joint there, gets a little natural when you spin it. So we all know that these best action figures ain't the greatest, but aesthetically, I think it looks pretty cool. So what you think? Let me know in the comments. Think about it so far. But one of the things I did notice was one of the cool accessories that it came with. They came with this. This is pretty awesome. And this is quite large. It's actually taller than Shredder. That's pretty nice. I love that skull and those 4 spike / horns on top. And you have this amazing looking blade. It's like a halberd type weapon maybe. It is very, very nice. And believe it or not, this is stiff. I was suspecting this to be soft, and I was gonna be super disappointed. This is like one of the main reasons I grabbed this, because of that weapon. Looked fantastic. I mean, Shredder looks cool, but I had my doubts going into this figure, obviously because I know I have some of the turtles, and the hands are super stiff. I'm trying to be very careful. Maybe heat that up. It's okay. I'm an action figure pro, so I can tell when to stop, and he was okay. So that looks pretty sweet. He can hold that pretty nicely with that wrist. So you guys can see it. I do know, like, from the turtles, the katanas are usually super bendy like these. Believe it or not, this is actually harder. This is more of a rubber material. This is more of a plastic material. And that's a nice looking katana for Shredder. It's like the gold colorish blade, black. And it bends a little bit. But it's made of plastic, not the rubber material. So that's definitely makes me just a little bit happier with my purchase. So now you always sound like, well, I knew about this, you know, it's an older thing, I don't know. The problem is where I live at, there's no comic book shops and not very good places to go online that's not, you know, trying to charge an arm and a leg to buy a comic book that you're not totally sure. Like, it's nice to walk into a comic book shop and be like, oh, take a look at it. This looks like a good read. And unfortunately, you can't do that much anymore unless you live near one. Because of these alternate hands, like a grabbing, choking hands with the purple wraps on them, they're pretty cool. And they're just on a peg. Can you believe I dropped both those at the same time? Check that out. So the same articulation. Then it comes with an alternate head. Aruku Saki. That's Shredder's name if I remember. And I dropped it. Got that bun. A slash there across his eye. The camera does not like that. It's pretty good. Alright, for some reason, the camera does not like this face sculpt. But he kind of looked ghostly. Okay. So he has some very unique pieces that came with him too. So he has like another set of alternate hands, but he has these power gloves, blades on a pair of hands, a fist hand and a closing hand. Now this is that rubber material. Huh. Interesting. Then he has this, which is kind of unique. Not sure where that goes. Very cool. And then this rubber blue translucent spiky ball. Alright, so this isn't going to be very easy to do because it's a comic book and it's bigger than my action figure reviewing station. You take the comic book out of a plastic bag. It's, you know, it had some bends in it. If you're looking for, like, you know, a mint book, you're not going to get one because I noticed that the way it was in the box, there's no way to keep it straight. So, yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's thin paper. You guys ever seen this book before? Not too sure. Maybe I'll do like a video showing the pages or something. But this gives you an idea. If I see anything interesting in here, I wonder who that is. That's pretty cool, right? See if Shredder fights the devil or who he's fighting in hell. Somebody there. Definitely be an interesting read. Looks pretty cool. There's Shredder under the water. I guess he gets chucked into the water there. Fights that octopus woman. There's really no literature at all on that page except for someone calling him the Fool. Huh, interesting. Yoshi. Some type of tree. Is that Splinter? Is Splinter in hell too? Who knows? I'm definitely going to have to do some research and just for the Splinter disappearing at Yoda. Is Splinter turned back to a rat on Shredder's shoulder, maybe? It's pretty cool. That'd be really awesome if you see Shredder fight the devil. That'd have been awesome. Oh, we got some zombies or the dead. Look at that thing. It's pretty crazy. Shredder doing martial arts there at the top. Sidekick. And we have the turtles. Mikey's actually look orange. Raph is red. And Leonardo and Donatello's mask are kind of looks like the same color. Shredder's dead, but his story is just beginning. This is actually a thinner paper than I would expect it. This is what they're using now. It's been a long time since I bought a comic book. But that's a pretty awesome photo there. And there's Shredder with some kind of tentacle eyeballs. It's pretty weird, right? Oh, that looks amazing. I'll have to use that for a thumbnail, right? Then we have The Last Ronin. That's an amazing book. Sad, but amazing book. And then we have Ninja Turtles. 80s style. Turtle Lounge. Cover checklist. So I guess there is quite a bit of these offerings. And then the last Ronin on the back. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what all this is about. And hopefully I don't get hooked and I won't be able to find the other offerings so I can see what happens. Now, in our wrap up here, he's pretty cool. I don't know. It's one of these figures. You ever get these figures where it's like, you just don't know. And you're standing there like, I don't know if I want this. What it's going to be like. You're worried about quality versus, if it's worth the price. $29.99. I'm not totally sure how I feel about it. But the plastic feels good. Mostly the joints move. I mean, they function. They have one elbow that's kind of tight. And I just don't want to break it, so I didn't risk it. The range isn't the greatest on the figure, especially in the legs. The accessories are really cool. I was surprised at the halberd and his katana that it was as well made as it is. So that's a plus. The aesthetics, he looks good. The armor, the color of the armor is kind of very unique. Like I said, there is a $20 version of this. Yeah, he has a silver armor and more of the red, and I think the blue or the purple is offering it's coming out. So I don't know if this was some type of exclusive somewhere or what its story is. You do get a bunch of accessories, so I'll probably end up keeping it. And I think it looks awesome, especially the weapons. I definitely think that halberd is going to be, one of those one-of-a-kind pieces you're probably never going to get again. So I do appreciate cool and rare accessories for my figure collection, because accessories and playsets is what really make your action figure collections. Without having that, even vehicles, you don't have anything like that, and it kind of leaves it open, in my opinion. But so yeah, there it is. I mean, what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you like it? You don't like it? Whatever you want to share about this, Shredder in hell. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you in our next review.